Hello, Americans. This is Podcast versus the World. My name is Cameron Abington, Cameron L. Abington, if you will. We're on all your podcast locations. We are YouTube, Spotify. Remember, on Spotify, it's pod and cast are separated. Don't ask me why. That doesn't make any sense to me either. Um, we're everywhere. Apple Podcasts. Um, you'll see posts on YouTube. You'll see You'll see this on YouTube. You'll see posts on Facebook, Instagram. We try to be everywhere. If you saw the little the name of the show, it's called The Attack on Working Families. What do you mean, Cameron? What do you mean? What do you mean, Cameron? What do you mean? So here's what I mean. We all saw the big beautiful bill passed by Republicans in the House, and we've heard little stuff about the Senate. But this bill is so big, so I want you guys to be prepared because as more stuff comes out, because people haven't read the bill, so whatever they say, they all haven't read this bill. If they say they have, they're a lie. Ain't nobody read this whole damn bill. It's 1,000 pages. There's a lot of stuff. There's little stuff coming out here and there, slowly but surely coming out, like the no taxes on silencers, and I believe I saw one. There was no taxes on tanning beds, right? Now, I mean, this stupid stuff, but of course, they're going to shock and awe us with all this other nonsense. And we need to make the main thing the main thing. We need to focus on the main thing, right? If I told you we have to focus on the main thing, we need to focus on the main thing. Focus on the main thing. What's the main thing, you ask? These cuts to Medicaid and SNAP, right? We can talk about the budget going higher, our deficit, which is going to go crazy high, right? They have an escalator in the bill that raises our debt ceiling to 5 trillion, an extra $5 trillion. But what do you think that means? You think they're going to let that $5 trillion just sit there for nothing? No, they're going to use that. They got more plans in place we just don't know about. Okay, so just be ready for that. But let's go back to the SNAP benefits. And this is one I was watching. There was a congressman talking about it. I wish I could give them their name. People, these low down, dirty people, and I mean low down, this bill lowers the dependent age for SNAP from 18 to 7. So get what I'm saying. I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this and how upset and angry I am. This is a slap in the face to poor people, working class people, because there are people who work who are on SNAP. Okay? I understand how SNAP is, the formula is done. It goes by how much you make and how many dependents you have. Okay? Does that make sense? So if I make $20,000 a year and I got 3 kids, okay, my dependents would be what, 4? Counting, me. If I'm a single mother, okay. 4 people, they give her the right amount of money. I mean, it's not enough, because the price of groceries going up so big, but that's another conversation for another day. And that number is formulated, it's calculated to how much money you get per month. Makes sense? Makes sense. Okay, well, we're all understanding each other. It makes sense. Now, to cut SNAP, now the age that they'll stop considering is going to be 7 if they pass this bill. That is a slap in the face to working people. They do not care. These Republicans do not care about the working class people in America. They are trying to destroy the working class and the working poor and the poor people. We're all in this together, right? There's a calculation that says that the top 10% get something out of this bill. and the lower 10% lose the most. They don't care. And then you'll hear them cry that they're Christians, and they'll start their, we believe in Jesus, and we do all, it's a bunch of crap. This is a slap in the face to Americans. This is a slap in the face. All those people that voted for Trump, and Trump had to know this was in the bill. You can't tell me he didn't know. Remember, he's the one that pushed it over the edge to make sure they signed it and got it passed. And then I'm hearing Republicans in the Senate talking about it's not enough cuts. These Republicans are not for the working class. They're not for you. MAGA, pay attention. My God, what do they have to do to make you understand they don't care about you? What do they have to do? They're taking your insurance. Because, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of MAGA people are on SNAP. They may not want to believe, they may not want to admit to it, but they are. They're on Medicaid. They may not want to admit to it, but they are. As much as they hate Obama, they're on the Affordable Care Act. They may not want to admit to it, but they are. This is a problem. What do we do about it? I've told you this, and I've told you this from the very beginning of this podcast since the day I started it. It is rich versus poor. Don't make this about color. I've gotten comments that, oh, it's about race. And no. There's some things that are about race. Now, I will admit to that. There are things that are about race. 1,000% agree. I think Doug Stewart was telling me that he was right. He wrote on one of my comments that a lot of it had to do with race. There's some racial components. Now, if you want to talk about the farming and these white Africans that are coming over here, and you want to have that conversation, there's a race there's a race component to that. I 1,000% agree. 1,000%. This is about a class warfare. These people are going against hardworking Americans that sit here and they do their job, they do what they're supposed to, and now the government is trying to kick them in the ass. They're trying to take things away. So why are they attacking poor people? Somebody explain that to me. You want to start with, SNAP is one thing, okay? If you want to start back with the way begin this whole thing, Elon Musk cutting the aid to the farmers, right? Because some of that went to the kids here in America. If you didn't know. What about the Department of Education getting cut? They don't want you to be part of their club. Making it hard for cutting programs, and so the kids that go to school can't eat. But that's what it was there for, to help them eat. Special needs. Kids that need a little extra help. Now we will indoctrinate them and we'll put them to war, because that's what this is about. That's all this is about. I don't give two shits about our kids. They'll do that. They'll do that in a heartbeat. This is the attack on the working class Americans in this country. It's an attack. I mean, I look at West Virginia. What do you guys think about this? How about Louisiana? You guys are a big red state. Mike Johnson's from your area. He knows it's killing them. Still voted for it. How about Kansas? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Killing the country. And they don't care. And they'll just keep doing it until we all stand up together. Until we, as Mr. Trump would say, fight like hell. Fight like hell. Don't let them keep doing this to you. This is wrong. This is wrong. They keep doing these things. How many times, America, do we have to get slapped in the face before we come together? So we got to stop all this shit. And then you see these little race warriors running around here like they had in Kansas City, I guess, yesterday. Those guys are so clueless. It's out. They're clueless. Don't make this about race, people. This is not about race. This is a class war. Are there things about race going on? Yes, there is. I 1,000% agree with that. And we will talk about it. The immigration part, we will talk about it. But this is class warfare. See, because when everybody thinks about SNAP and foods, the food stamps and Medicaid, they always think black people. Even when I did my AI and I had to do a picture, it showed a little black kid on there. If I remember correctly, I'd have to look at it again. I had to laugh. You'll see the picture of it when I put it up there. Why is America after working class children? Should have put families, but children work too. And they are. They are after working class families, children. They're after all of us. It has a little black kid. Even the AI thinks it. Even my AI is racist. But no, no, man. And then the next lie they always tell is, well, to get on Medicaid and SNAP, we have all these illegals. No, man. No, man. You gotta have a Social Security card to get on it. If you don't get help. No help. I know this for a fact because my wife my wife used to do that. So I know you can't. That's a lie. But they're gonna feed you that lie. Once again, they're trying to divide us by race. All these illegal immigrants and they're taking all of our stuff. That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't let them sit there and sell the lie to you. MAGA Republicans, pay attention. You guys have fought for this man. You guys have sat here. You have fought the law. We had a lady die. You went to the damn Congress to try to stop the transition of power for this man, and this is how he repays you. If I was a MAGA Republican, I'd be pissed as hell right now. If I'm in Louisiana, I done sat here and fought for this man. I done bought his little lousy hat that he wears everywhere. And then this is what he does. I would look at Mike Johnson and want to slap him in the face. I'd want to knock him out. You're going to sit here and take food from my family? And I'm supposed to be okay with it? Are you serious? But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're at the point now that this is what they're doing to us. We got to come together. Quit making this about race, everybody. This is a class warfare. This is classic class warfare. What do? They pit us against each other. They play us like pawns on a chessboard. And some of you guys will sit there and eat that up. There's some of you that are not very smart. Pay attention. Read the room, as they say. Read the room. Is this really about race? Because some of you gonna make it that way. Some of you will. You guys will listen to the Charlie Kirks and some of these other people who make everything about race, and it's not. They play your prejudice against other cultures and people, and they make you believe that they're the problem. This bill is one of the worst things in America that's ever happened. And it's against all people, not just you, me, every American. Unless you're the top 10%. If you're the top 10%, you're like hell. Pass that son of a gun fast as hell. These people don't care about us. I don't know what it's going to take for us to see that they don't care. I don't know what it's going to take. We have to come together. But we'll see how many of these MAGA or these right wing announcers or podcasters and all that, are they going to come out? I mean, Elon's saying that it's going to tear up the country. Elon Musk is against it. He's a big MAGA guy. I think he's more of an Obama Democrat than he is a MAGA, if you want to be honest. I think he's a more of an Obama Democrat. Remember, Obama was the one that started reaching out to him, kind of talking to him, bringing him into the fold. It was Obama. Remember that. Always remember that. I still think there's hope for Elon to come back. Well, we'll see. He's caused a lot of problems. He's caused a lot. And I'm not done with his ass either. But on this subject, yeah, let's see how many people out there, all your Fox News hosts, pay attention. Who's telling you the truth? This channel has told you months and months ago when he first got in, he's coming for your Medicaid. I told you. I told you they were going after the Department of Education. He said that. He said, well, I'm not going to cut Medicaid. He's a damn lie. I'm just going to cut the fraud and abuse. He's a damn lie. He made this a racial component, and then a bunch of you sat there and fed into it. This is not about race right now. This is about a class warfare. They are attacking our children. Look at Oklahoma. If you cut the Department of Education, there's a lot of kids with special needs or kids who need the extra help that are going to be attacked and put into the Army to fight. That is what they want. They want to re-up the Army, the Navy, the Marine. They want to sit there and put our kids to war. You think these kids are going to be able to survive without the extra help? Because they damn sure ain't going to be able to eat. If this bill passes and everything, they ain't going to be able to eat. They're attacking the middle class, the working class family, the working class people in America. They are attacking, and nobody's saying a word. Watch your right wing media. Watch them. I appreciate everybody listens to me. I've told you this, and I've told you this. I told you about these fake Christians coming on here, and every time they do something, they want to put God on it and everything. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Don't let them put my Jesus on it. Don't do that. Take that someplace else. These people don't believe in God more than they believe in anything else. What they believe in is money and power. That's all they care about. They don't care. They don't care about you. We're doing this to help the middle class. They don't give two damns about you. And let me be the one to say it. Maybe if I'm the first one to say it, then let me be the one to say it. They don't care about you. It goes out to MAGA Republicans. But you guys are the ones that are being duped. All the things you've done for that man. And then he brings out this bill that a bunch of you on food stamps. Don't lie. You ain't got to lie about it. You ain't got to lie to kick it. You ain't got to lie to kick it. Changing the age from 18 to 7. Are you serious? So an 8-year-old can sit here and provide for themselves food to eat. Yeah, a lot of these states can't afford this. So the states are now required to cover 5% of SNAP benefit costs and 75% of administrative costs. There are states that can't afford that. Ask Mississippi, can they afford that? You're going to starve all them people. They can't afford that. They ain't oil country. What they got in Mississippi? You gonna starve them out? Is that the plan? That we're gonna start starving states out? Because the crazy part is, it's not the blue states that's gonna hurt. It's the red states. The blue states will be just fine. They'll be just fine. It's the red states. They're going to be hurting the worst, the most. All these people that voted for Trump and believed his bullshit lie. He's going to take care of us. Oh, he look at him. He's such an American hero. Oh my god, look at him. I mean, these people, I mean, they don't care. I mean, according to the CBO, this bill would reduce resources to the lowest income households by 4%, while increasing the resources of the top 10% earners by 2%. Do you think if you're poor, 4% is a lot? That's a lot. They don't care. They don't give a damn about you. Maybe we'll do a podcast over the whole big beautiful bill and kind of go over it in detail. But that's a long read. That's 1,000 that's 1,000 pages. But we might the big beautiful bill act. We might have to do that. I think we need to go over it because I think people don't understand it, and I want to be the place where you get you kind of learn stuff. We learn together. But the SNAP benefits people, I'm telling you, they don't care about you. If you voted for Mike Johnson and you don't make, I don't know. I mean, I think he hurts world working class. But if you're not in the top 10%, I wouldn't vote for him again. You'd be a damn fool. And I'm looking at these senators too, who said the cuts aren't deep enough. Yeah, we need to cut your ass too. It sounds like. I'm looking at my state of Kansas. I'm disappointed. You voted for this bill. There was only 3 people, I believe, 2 people and 1 present on the Republican side that didn't vote for the bill. Kudos to them, and we'll see how it turns. We'll see how it turns out in the Senate. We'll see. But right now, the House, I'm disappointed in those people, these so-called Christians, these so-called Americans. They're Christian and American in name only. This is not what it's supposed to be. You know, I don't care about people making their money, but to do it on the backs of poor people, poor working American families, hard working American families. That is my problem. That is my problem. If they wanted to sit there and find the extra money, go jump into the damn budget of the Defense Department. There's reports out there that say they failed 6 audits. 60% of their money they cannot find. But oh no, we jump on the poor. We jump on the poor. We take them down. We take Medicaid that's paid for by your paycheck. Remember, Medicaid is paid for by your paycheck. You pay for that. You pay for that. And this bill passes, it's going to touch Medicare also with the PAYGO option. If you didn't know what that is, that means when the deficit gets too much out of control, they have to stop funding and they take it from someplace else. Oh, Medicare. They take it from there. So they'll start cutting Medicare. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I thank you for everybody who's been downloading, and I know we don't have a lot, but we're trying to build this community up. Honesty, honesty, honesty. That is what we are. All right. We don't have a patron page or anything, but we're trying to do everything to keep the lights on, keep this thing going. Um, we're at all your podcasting locations. We're on YouTube. You'll see this on TikTok. You'll see this all over the place. Facebook. You'll see different play will be under Cameron Abington, not under Podcast versus the World. So if you see my name pop up and you see the picture, hey, click on it, listen to it. Any response is great. I appreciate all questions. I do answer all questions. The email to get a hold of me is podcast versus the world 76 at gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, whatever. If you have questions, we'll bring it up on the show. Before I get into whatever I'm going to talk about today, I'd like to thank everybody who's listening. Just keep your head up, keep paying attention. Abington out.